come now to pastoral psalms.
我们今天还是在诗篇，但是我们要来看看那些牧人的诗。
So first of all, we have a little bit of introduction.
我们先做一点简单的介绍这些牧人的诗篇。
The Psalms emphasize the fact that God is available all the time.
诗篇里面实际上是教导我们一个真理，就是我们如果转向神，神是永远是会回应我们的。
And He's available all the time to care for those who are His.
他一直在那里，当那些凡属于神的，当来到他面前的时候，他总是愿意眷顾。
So many times the Psalms will say how God's people are confident to call upon Him for protection.
这个诗篇里面，诗人经常强调说，神的子民可以什么呢？可以求告耶和华，求耶和华的保守。
They call upon Him for help.
他们也可以求告耶和华，请求在急难中的帮助。
But a lot of Psalms say that, and if you read the Psalms, you recognize that.
在诗篇里面，这样的诗句比比皆是。
But there are a few Psalms that spell out clearly what God is doing.
也有一些诗篇里面的一些诗句，具体的讲述上帝到底是在如何的行事。
So open up to Psalm 80.
我们来看看诗篇的第80。
I'll just speak a little bit about this, but there's something in there we have to see.
我们不会看整一个诗篇80，但是当中有几节经文我们要来看。
See, a lot of the times the Psalm might speak about a lot of subjects.
很多时候啊，一个诗篇，一个章节里面，它实际上讲好几件事儿。
But in there, it mentions something about a shepherd.
尽管是有几件事情在那里，但是可能其中一个或者两个这个意思是关于耶和华是我们的牧人。
You see, the writer of this psalm was Asaph, who was the song leader in David's time.
这个你看，在第80篇说这是亚萨的诗。这个亚萨是谁呢？是那个时候的这个敬拜的这个在大卫王时代敬拜的这个领袖。
And he wrote this psalm, and which is, "Oh, give ear, shepherd of Israel, thou who dost lead Joseph like a flock, and thou art enthroned above the cherubim, shine forth."
在第1节说，领约瑟如羚羊群之耶和华的牧者，求你留心听，坐在2基路伯上的，求你发出光来。
You see, Asaph was saying that independently of us, God is in control and guiding us.
这里讲到是什么呢？就是每一个个人，每一个个体，神都有具体的带领我们，就像牧人领着某一只羊一样。
See, like a shepherd leads his sheep.
就像牧羊人领着他的羊群。
You see, the sheep don't have anything to do about that leading. The shepherd does it because he wants to do it.
这个不是羊自己跑到牧羊人面前求着牧羊人来领他，而是牧羊人自己会去领他的羊群。
And Asaph, looking at Israel and how God was helping Israel, he saw how God was acting towards Israel as a shepherd.
所以亚萨就看见主耶和华对于在犹太人当中所做的事情，就像一个牧羊人对待羊群所做的。
Now, turn to Psalm 104.
我们来看看这个诗篇104。
This is a fairly long psalm.
这是一个比较长的这个一篇诗。
We don't know who the author is.
这个到目前为止，我们不知道诗篇的这个诗篇104的作者是谁。
But the author of Psalm 134 expands on the idea that Asaph gave in Psalm 80.
这个第104篇，104篇呢，就是实际上好像，尽管我们不知道作者是谁，但是他是在刚才那个第80篇的基础上，好像还有更进一步的这个发展。
And he shows how God is a shepherd of all creation.
他不但讲到这个耶和华是对他的百姓来说是像牧人一样，甚至对所有他的被造物都像牧人一样。
You see verse 10.
第10节。
He sends forth springs in the valleys. They flow between the mountains.
他说耶和华是泉源涌在山谷，流在山间。
And 11, they give drink to every beast of the field. The wild donkeys quench their thirst.
使野地的走兽有水喝，这个野驴得解其渴。
Beside them the birds of the heavens dwell. He waters the mountain from his upper chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of his works.
他说：“天上的飞鸟在水边住树，在树枝上啼叫。他从楼阁中浇灌山岭，因为他作为的功效，地就丰足。”
See, verse 10 and these other verses show how he arranges that there is water available for all the beasts of the field.
这个从第10节开始是意思什么呢？就是神安排有这个泉源，使得这全地都可以得到浇灌。
He specifically sees the wild donkeys quenching their thirst.
他甚至看见他说野驴得到可以解渴。
Now the wild donkeys lived way up on top of the mountains.
大家知道野驴不是住在平原，野驴都是住在那个山很深的这个山里面。
But God arranged that there was water up there for them.
但是神安排，居然住在深山里面的野驴也可以饮到水。
And he adds that the birds are there with them, showing that as a shepherd he is aware of the whole flock.
他说他看见，甚至连飞鸟都得到喂养，他就像这个什么呢？他是全地所有被造物的这个牧人一样。
And so that the birds out here, they don't have to pay Toronto for water.
所以这些天上的飞鸟从来没有买过单，说我要这个给市政府交这个用水的钱，交水费。
But all of them can find water someplace or other.
所以这些飞鸟从来不交水费，但是神供养它们，使得它们可以喝到水。
Because God has arranged it for them.
因为是神安顿它们。
And Toronto doesn't have to supply that water.
而且这个多伦多的市政府从来不需要说我们给这些天上的鸟预备一点水，可能使得它们可以喝。
And then if you look at verse 14,
在第14节大家看一下。
He causes the grass to grow for the cattle, and vegetation for the labor of man, so that they may bring forth food from the earth.
他说他使草生长，给六畜吃，使菜蔬发长，供给人用，使人从地里能得食物。
And so the animals have to eat. So in verse 14, he provides the grass. These are the herb eaters.
你看这个，我们家里的这些家禽通常都是要吃草的。那他为了让这些家禽能够活着呢，神就供养它们，让它们吃到青草。
This gives fodder for all the grass eaters.
所以那些青草是供给那些凡是食草类的这个动物和家禽。
Now, at the same time, he provides vegetarian for the laboring man.
另外，他也让这个菜蔬能够发展，可以让那些做工的人可以吃到这个菜蔬。
You notice he says he just gives the grass, lets the grass grow for the cattle, but he doesn't say the cattle have to do anything.
第14节说，他把这个草呢长起来以后呢，给这些牲畜来吃，但是牲畜从来不需要去种草，去自己去搞这些草，他这神自动就喂养他们。
But vegetation for the labor of man, so man has to do something.
但是那个菜蔬不一样，菜蔬呢，他说是供给人用，所以人要从地里面去得食物。
Now, it is interesting that he says the labor of man.
他这里讲到说是这些是给人从地里面要什么？要劳动得到食物。